set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20.
7 yards the pick up there.
Ryan will throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ryan. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10.
Now Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The first carry down for Tony Pollard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now again here to Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
This defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Patterson, touchdown, Falcons. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Jackson looking to throw on third. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To throw again is Jackson.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Oh, he jumped that
It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. After the interception, here's Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action with Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a second touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cage now. Cage mini.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now Ryan on first down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
What the fuck?
Throwing again, Ryan.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will add. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second and very short.
Bro, I pump fake. What is going on?
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That's crazy. I pump fake.
Coup down for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Oh, wow.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball,
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Here's Koo to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take
a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They're really like
boy, a real head scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Swift again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons add on. Coup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 31, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. From the 44, Jackson. Flushed out right. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. From the gun, it's Jackson. flush to his right.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Sit down.
They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Play action. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Yeah,
a big connection on that one. 37 yards.
They'll run with Swift.
And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly.
And now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down now, Pollard, and he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Here's Pollard again, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here's Swift.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Jackson now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. The quick, and I think the ball's out. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Jackson.
Oh, what is
my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ryan wants to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20.
What the hell?
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the turnaround